Gang guys, welcome back to my live stream. We're here, opposition preview. It's a big one, guys. Arsenal versus Manchester United. That time of year again. Two of the biggest clubs in England against each other. We're at Emirates tomorrow. Massive game. Lots kind of on the game as well. United with a new manager, Amorim coming in to take on Arsenal. And yeah, it's going to be a big game. I'm looking forward to it. I'm feeling confident. Hopefully, we'll be joined by a few Man United fans today. We've got firstly Carl from Football Overseas. Carl, how you doing today, man?
Yeah, I'm doing okay. How are you doing?
Yes, I'm very well, thank you, bro. I'm looking forward to the game. Feeling confident, and of course, we're going to get your thoughts in there as well. And we've also got another Man United fan. We've got John from Kenya. John, how's it going, man?
Hi, how are you?
I'm very well, John. You're looking smart
You're
today,
good.
bro. Look at my guy in his suit. He's
Thank
looking
you,
really
thank
smart
you.
today.
Yeah,
But how you doing, John? You all good?
Yeah, I am good. Actually, it's when I've just arrived in the house. From.
Nice one. I'm gonna quickly try and change this overlay, guys, just before we do start. Just because let's just see me try and do this quickly. Give me 2 seconds, guys. Let me just quickly try and sort this out. This overlay, just because it's overlapping a little bit, and it's gonna do my OCD, guys. Give me 2 seconds. Design. Right, let me just try and do this. Sorry about this, guys. Okay, yeah, we're up to this. Guys, let's get into it, man. Big up the chat as always. Big up John and Carl for coming on today. Let's start with, we're going to talk about Man United straight away. Obviously, new manager, Amorim obviously came in from Sporting Lisbon. He's had a few games. You guys are looking a bit better. I saw the 4-0 against Everton. I saw, obviously, the results against Bordeaux game in Europa League. I saw Ipswich game as well. So I know it's still early stages with Amorim, but I want to come to you first, Carl, bro. Obviously, your initial thoughts firstly on Amorim coming in. Was he the guy that you wanted originally? And what's the mood around Man United? With Amorim coming in.
Okay, I'll be honest. I feel like United has improved. Can tell offensively our players have gotten better. I don't think United had a problem offensively. That's that getting chances. We have improved under Ruben Amorim. We have seen players like Rashford get back into his form. We have seen Zaxi score for the first time in a while. Then we have seen who else. We have seen people like Garnacho scoring goals. Ahmad is playing well. I don't know why Eric Ten Hag wasn't playing Ahmad. He was playing Anthony over Ahmad. That's still a shock to me. Then Dalot, we know Dalot is playing in a different position. He's playing well. He's a versatile player. Yeah, also Bruno is back again with 2 assists, and I feel like uh, the environment is positive around United, and we look more confident going into the Arsenal game under Ruben than we'll be looking if we are playing against Arsenal under Eric Ten Hag. That's what I'll say.
Yeah, obviously for me, just looking into it, Amorim as your manager, I think it's a good appointment because I've just, I'm going off what I see at Sporting Lisbon, man. Like he did very well for Sporting, very successful with them, played some great football with them. Got the best out of certain players. And listen, he's already beaten Arteta. Amorim beat Arteta in Europa League a few years ago with Sporting, so he's done it before. You guys are hoping he can do it again, and we need to get revenge for that. But I'll come to you, John, bro. How do you feel about obviously Amorim coming in as a new manager? And in terms of Ten Hag being sacked as well, I know we did a show a few weeks ago saying it was the right decision. He had to be sacked. So how are you feeling with Amorim coming in?
It was a right choice. Actually, I was surprised Amorim was going to be the option because they were linked with the Man City. before Man United, and there were also links with the was it West Ham? I thought Amorim could leave at the end of the season, and Manchester United needed the immediate replacement. But I was surprised. But this is football; anything can happen, anytime, anywhere. We never know. But it was a big step in the right direction, and I think it is positive. At the moment, we can't judge with only how many games? Is it 4 games? Huh? We can't judge with the 4 games, but it's a good. We can see the idea of how much he wants Manchester United to play, how he wants his team to play, and it's a positive for now. Actually, the Arsenal game is big and it's important, especially for Manchester United fans and especially for Amorim, because he hasn't. Out of those big 6, we expect a lot of this game. This game, actually, the momentum he has brought in, placed this game as becoming one of the major games for him to. So putting Arsenal on the same position on toes. No, Arteta is looking into this and saying, this is a young manager who his tactical brilliance is tomorrow. So it's a big game for him. With Ten Hag, I can say it was time for him to leave. Actually, there was no point of turning back at that point. I think the players lost the morale on him, and it was just. I expected Manchester United to make this change at the beginning of the season, but they didn't, because at the end of the last season, actually, if you remember, there were some rumor that Erik ten Hag was to leave, but that one didn't happen. So players coming into this season, expectation were Erik ten Hag to leave, but honestly, it didn't happen, and it didn't materialize. So it was time for him to leave. Because Erik ten Hag could have walked out at the end of that season after winning those 2 trophies. But it happened the way it happened, and we wish him all the best. But at the moment, we feel confident, and I love it. I love it.
Yeah, for sure, man. I mean, when I look into your team, it seems the players have definitely got that little bounce, that manager bounce. I'm looking at the likes of Rashford scoring goals in the recent games. I'm looking, Højlund scored against Bodo Glimt. Zertsky scored against Everton. Bruno Fernandes is having a much better season now, playing some really good football. So it's, and obviously the way you guys are playing now in the 3-back formation. And I know you got some injuries out for tomorrow, which we will talk about. But I know it's still early days with Amorim, but I think he's a very good manager. I feel like he's going to give us a really good game tomorrow night. But yes, I'll come to you, Carl. Obviously, coming to the Emirates, the last time you guys beat us at Emirates in Premier League was all the way back in 2017, bro. So many, many years ago. You guys beat us 3-1. I think when Jesse Lingard moonwalked on us, I think Alexis Sanchez scored against us as well. No, sorry, that was in the FA Cup. You guys beat us, but in Premier League, the last time you guys beat us was 2017, man. So many, many years ago at Emirates. What's your, how are you feeling coming in against obviously Arsenal tomorrow night at the Emirates? Do you think you come to the Emirates and get a win or get a result against us, Carl?
Yeah, the way Arsenal is playing, we look at their last 5 games, Arsenal has been really offensive. So I'll say a draw will be possible here, because also looking at the manager head-to-head as well, Ruben has never lost against Arteta as well. So I expect him to continue that record against Arteta as well. Also, look at it. We have some missing players. We have Kobe suspended for this game. We have Esardo Martinez suspended. We have Luke Shaw who's injured. Even though Luke Shaw is always injured, you cannot rely on him to play consistently for more than 5 games. Yeah, so there's nothing new. Then you have players coming back from injury like Lenny Ioro. Harry Maguire could play more minutes in this game because of injuries. Yeah. I look at it as a draw.
Yeah, you're feeling a draw. That's fair enough. I think those missing are some big misses. Kobe Mainoo missing, Lisandro Martinez missing as well. I think that'd be massive blows for you guys. But obviously, John, how are you feeling? Obviously, coming to the Emirates under Almiron, as Carl rightly said, Almiron did beat Arteta the last time they faced in terms of when he left Sporting Lisbon. Can he do the same again for you coming in tomorrow's game?
Actually, to be honest, I've never been confident going into this game. I think this one is a test for Manchester United. That is what first thing I have to say. Confident. I'm very confident we can win this game if we play right. If we stick to the plan. Okay, I know we have a bit. It's not a big blow because Martinez. You have Martinez and you have Kobe. Kobe didn't start in the last 3 games of Amorim, so I didn't expect him. I expected him to start. I don't think that one is a big blow. It's not that major at the moment. The Luke Shaw, I can't tell about. Honestly, Luke Shaw, I've never produced 50% of the game. I don't expect that one to be a big. The only place I've seen that can bring us a problem is Martinez, but ideally, I would love to see. We haven't seen Maguire playing under this system. We haven't seen Euro playing under this system, and it's going to be a big test for the two. Whoever will start between Euro and Martinez is going to be a challenge for them. But speaking into the game, it will be a fair result for both teams. But if you look tactically, Manchester United and Arsenal, it's going to challenge Arsenal, and it's going to take a lot of hard work for Arsenal to win against Manchester United, because this is not the same Manchester United you're coming to beat 4 weeks ago. If Arsenal was to meet Manchester United 4 weeks ago, I would be confident Arsenal winning this one. But now, you know, this team are trying to prove something. They're trying to prove something to the manager. So that one means they will start of a little bit of a morale there, which will play a big part, because we haven't lost since Erik ten Hag left, and Manchester United want to keep that momentum. Then if you look in Premier League now, Manchester United losing more games is dangerous for them than winning more games. So they would rather drop 2 points or win the game. So I will go a win or draw Manchester United.
Yeah, it's one of those ones really for you guys. You're looking at it thinking, you know, and I've seen quite a lot of Man United fans say the same. It's like, in terms of the result, you're not really, well, you'll be bothered about it because it's Arsenal, I think, but it's not really like the end of the world, you know, if we come and, you know, beat you, because I've been hearing you guys saying it's more about you want to see a bit of progression under Almiron, because, you know, it's so early stages with him. You know, you want to see you guys at least show a bit of progress, and you can find out in this game sort of who's like good enough and who's sort of, because this is a massive test for you guys. I mean, the Ipswich is, you know, poor result. Man United should be winning that game, of course, but you know, you beat Bordeaux Glimt, you beat Everton, right? These are games where Man United should be winning, and you guys did, you know, in 2 of those, But when it comes against Arsenal, where we're massive rivals, where it's the 2 biggest clubs in England, it's a massive test for Almiron, for your players as well, to see, like, you know, who's actually good enough for him, and you know what he needs to change, because there's still a lot for him to come in and change around. Of course there is, you know. It's still a bit of a mess at Man United, in my opinion, and I think you guys can agree. So I think it's one of those ones for you guys. But if you're looking just on this for the rest of the season, right, you know, what are you expecting really from? I don't know, it's still early days, but what are you expecting from Man United in terms of the rest of the season? Is it about for you getting the Champions League places? Is it about for you winning another trophy, to the FA Cup, or I think you guys still in the League Cup as well, right? Is it that? I'll ask that to Carl first. You know, what's your expectations for the rest of the season for Man United, bro?
Okay, my expectation is for us to improve our Premier League position right now, because if we look at it, for a club like United, being 9th place is a shamble of a season that we're having. So we should improve that position. We should maybe aim for 5th place to 6th place. I don't see us getting Champions League, because it's very hard as well, because the players need to adapt to a system as well. And It's very hard for us to play consistently the way we are playing right now. And in terms of Europa League, I expect us to at least go to the final or semi-finals of the Europa League. Then FA Cup, I know we're playing Arsenal in the FA Cup, so should at least try to go to the quarters of the FA Cup. Then Carabao Cup, maybe semis, because right now we're in the quarterfinals of the Carabao Cup. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
for
what,
sure.
because I feel like in the semis of Carabao Cup, we'll face a team like Liverpool in the semis, so that's what will get us knocked out.
Obviously, Ten Hag did win you those trophies, though. You know, he did win you the FA Cup. He did win you, the Carabao Cup, and you are the holders of the FA Cup right now. We face each other. I'm sure we'll talk about that nearer to the time. But yeah, I forgot as well about the Europa League side of things as well, man. I think that's a conversation where you guys go really far, and you should be going. Man United, you should be going really far in it. So yeah, I reckon there's some really good teams in Europa League. I do think will give you a really good game, but I think with Almiron, he's already had that experience as well, playing European football with Sporting Lisbon. So I feel like he can use that as well. I know Ten Hag had that experience with Ajax, but time will tell for me. What Almiron does do for you guys. But yeah, sort of similar questions, same questions to you, John, bro. What's your expectations now for the rest of the season as a Man United fan?
Manchester United are surprising, by the way. And at the moment, in the Premier League, I can't say about anything because honestly, it's going to take a lot of sacrifice to beat Chelsea, Arsenal, and Manchester City. Manchester City are good. They have a bad moment, but that one does not mean we are writing them off. Maybe on getting Champions League slot, but I think in top 4 we are going to be destroyers. We might destroy for Manchester City. We might destroy for Arsenal, Chelsea, and Liverpool. But I don't. We are a problem. 3 or those 4. Getting top 4, I'm not sure because I think Arsenal, Chelsea are playing good. Arsenal are also good. Yeah. I know for sure Arsenal are guaranteed a spot there. Chelsea, I am not too sure. We haven't seen Chelsea flopping this season. We haven't seen their weakness yet. We cannot speak of them. They are really surprising. We never expected Chelsea to be where they are, and I never expected them. I never saw that coming. But they're a threat. So getting top 4 is going to be a challenge. Require either Arsenal or Chelsea or Manchester City to lose more and us to win our games, which ideally is going to be impossible somehow to finish on third. So realistically, in the Premier League, ideally, I don't see us finishing on top 4. I don't see. With FA with Arsenal, is it 25th December, right?
Yeah.
25th December. It's tough. I don't feel like we can get something out of FA. The only thing I'm seeing, I'm putting all my expectations on is Europa League, where I think we can challenge it. Yeah, Europa League is where I think we might get to final and we might win it. But one thing I am saying that Manchester United must go with one for this season. It does. Count Premier League out because we are in FA, Carabao, and Europa. Premier League, I'm not sure. Premier League is far. We cannot get that one. But I think we might go with one. Either between Europa, Carabao, and FA. But I see Europa. I think the plan is Europa.
Europa League. Yeah, listen. Yes. As I said, I think you guys can go far in it. You got that experience with Almiron to do that, I think, in Europe. So yeah, I mean, it's his first. Well, it's technically half a season for him still. He's coming in December time now, so he's gonna have half a season to try and do something. So yeah, he's gonna need a bit of time for sure. What I want to do, guys, I want to talk about the team selection wise and the lineup side of things as well. So we're gonna do that right now. So bear with me 2 seconds. So yeah, the team selection side of things. If you want to talk us through, both of you, Carl and John, we start your goalkeeper. It's gonna be Onana, right, in goal, of course.
Yeah, no.
And I've been hearing that you guys have got you guys have got a very good defense this season. Onana's improved this season, and I mean, what have you guys thought of Onana as Man United fans?
Most improved. That is one of the key players in Manchester United right now, and I think he's one of the key players for Manchester United right now, if I'm not wrong. Imagine Onana. Imagine Manchester United without Onana is like saying last season Manchester United without Bruno, or Arsenal without Odegaard, Arsenal without Saka. So I think it's one of those important players for us.
Do you agree with that, Carl, in terms of Onana this season?
Yeah, I'll say he has improved in terms of his goal saving, his shot saving abilities as well. We're starting to see the Onana that we have seen in Inter Milan, Ajax. We're starting to see that on Onana. Also, I think our improved defensive shape has also helped him to improve his game as well. Because remember last season, our defense was awful. So that led to him being exposed more.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, that's well said there. So obviously you play the back three again, if I'm not mistaken. So who will be the three at the back for Man United?
I think Mazraoui will start.
Batshuayi, would he be one?
Yeah.
Mazraoui will start.
I don't know how you spell his name.
Mazraoui. Yeah, like that.
Yeah.
So you're gonna play the three at the back. So Batshuayi, I mean, looking as an Arsenal fan, biased aside, I think he's been your best player this season. I've been so impressed with him. But what have you thought of him, guys?
Yeah, he has played well. I think Mazraoui has been the most versatile player. We have seen him play right centre back. We have seen him play as a right back, left back. We have seen him also. Eric Ten Hag played him as a CM sometime. No, CM as a midfielder in one of the Europa League games. Even though we performed poorly in that game.
It was
Yeah. So yeah, he has been a versatile player. He's like what? He's like that, like the Real Madrid's defensive midfielder, that French kid. Is it Camavinga? Is a
Camavinga,
United, yeah, he's a Man United version of Camavinga. Right centre back, right back, left back. You put him in a position, he plays well there. He's that versatile. So in this game, I expect him to play right centre back.
Oh, would he be on the right then? Okay, right centre back. Yes. No, very good signing. You signed from, of course, Ajax. I watched him, I think, World Cup when he played for Morocco originally, and I was really impressed with him there. And I watched him at AFCON as well. I think this guy's a really good player. So, I think you've got a good player in Batshuayi there. So then the two alongside him, will it be De Ligt? Would he be in the middle?
Yeah, De Ligt in the middle.
Is that you spell his name? Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So De Ligt, and then alongside him, obviously you got no Martinez, right?
No, he's injured. Martinez is
not there. Euro. I think
would it be the
it meant between Euro and Maguire. I think Euro will start because Eric Ten Hag spoke about not Euro is back. I think Euro will start.
What, Euro is back for you guys? I didn't even. I thought he's.
I feel like Euro will be on the bench. Honestly, I feel like Euro will be on the bench. He'll not want to expose Euro to start the game. It's too much pressure. So Harry Maguire will start as the left centre back. Because Euro again is a young kid and he's starting his debut and he's back from injury. So starting him against Arsenal will be difficult because imagine if he flops in that when he starts. So it's better he comes off the bench.
He might do what he did with the Malaysia. Remember when Malaysia came?
Yeah, but again, remember Malaysia has been with United like last season. Euro wasn't with United last season. Euro will be making his official debut for United against Arsenal. So it's about that perfect timing when you want to bring in the young kid. Because remember, other clubs will want also to criticize him when he plays poorly. Other clubs are jealous that we signed him off Real Madrid.
Yeah, I get that. Absolutely, that is true. I think Maguire will. It will be a perfect start for Maguire. Yeah, systematically, I think it will be good with Maguire.
So Harry Maguire in there in the back three with De Ligt and Mazwari. That is a free back. And then if we go to you guys win backs, will it be who you play on the win? Left and right.
Dalot,
yeah?
Yeah, Dalot.
I think Dalot will start.
So he'll be on the left side for you guys, right? Okay, good. Another good player there. Another player I do rate, for you guys. And then who will be on the right side for you guys? Anthony.
Ahmad. Actually, I don't think Ahmad will start tomorrow. I'm 50-50 with Ahmad, to be honest. Ideally, he should start.
Yeah. Ahmad.
Ideally, he should start. But I am not sure if there's a demand for him to start. But I think he played 2 games, consecutive 2 games in how many days? I don't think he will be productive tomorrow. But ideally, he should start.
Yeah, another player again. I think is very, very good for you guys. I do rate Diallo quite highly as well. I think he caused some issues if we're not careful. Better than Fidgeton and Anthony, guys. I kind of hope we do play Anthony for tomorrow, but that won't happen, guys.
It won't happen. I don't think it will be Anthony.
So the 2 in midfield for you guys, who will be playing there?
Ugarte Casemiro.
Ugarte Casemiro. And how have they both been this season?
I think under who Rude, we saw, but it was different system with this one. Though they played good. The two, if you look, there's a combination. The way Ugarte and Casemiro play together, you can see there's a perfect match between the two, which we didn't see under Erik ten Hag. Actually, I don't think they even played together under Erik ten Hag. I don't think so. They didn't even play together. So it's a combination I would love to see under this system, because even this system we haven't seen them playing together as a substitute in the game. But I would love to see that combination again. It was good under Ruud van Nistelrooy. It was really, really perfect. I'm looking forward to this tomorrow. Now let's not in who?
Kobe.
Kobe, I think Ugarte will dive in. It will be Ugarte Casemiro. Personally, that is the perfect combination I see that can match that midfield. Ugarte Casemiro.
Okay, and then we'll go with you guys play. Is it a 3-4-2-1?
Yeah, 3-4-2-1.
So the 2 in front would be who?
Rashford, Bruno Fernandes.
Okay. Rashford will be on this left sort of side, right? And Bruno will be on the right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Come on then.
Well, you know what it is with Marcus Rashford, guys, yeah? Against Arsenal. This guy loves a game against us, man. You know.
Yeah, actually, I think he
when
has
he made
scored
his
almost.
debut as well, he scored twice. He scored
Yes.
last season as well, and the season before that. Like, he loves a game against Arsenal, bro.
And Bruno. Bruno
Bruno,
has to
yeah.
start because there's no choice. We have no option there.
Right, so yeah, Rashford and Bruno. And then who would be the striker, man? Would it be Zertsky or would it be Højlund?
I feel like Hodgland will be just like he got stressed against Everton, so he's good
Højlund.
and rested. Starts this game.
Is there one that you prefer, or are they both similar?
I prefer Hodgland over Zagsi.
Okay.
In this type of a game, I would prefer even me Højlund because we need somebody to disturb that defense, to keep Nani busy, Gabriel busy. And I think is that type of a player that can cause a distraction, a lot of distraction. So I will prefer him. But you guys, I don't think will be surprised if when Nani starts tomorrow, Garnacho start on this game.
Yes. All right, let us welcome my brother from Sydney, Anthony. How's it going, my brother?
Bro, I'm doing well. First of all, can you see me properly and can you hear me? Because I've only got my phone working at the moment and it's not looking great for me. But if it looks great for you, that's all that counts, bro.
We can see him, right? Yeah, I can see him. I can hear him as well.
I can see you perfectly.
Good, bro.
Great. Bro, it's great to see you again, man. And it's great to meet your friend over here as well. Nice to meet you, brother, coming all the way from Sydney. And yeah, man, how you been, Josh? All good, G?
Yeah, all good, man. I'm buzzing for tomorrow's game. You know, I'm bringing it on tomorrow, man. I'm looking forward to it. Feeling confident. But yeah, Anthony, we've just been talking, obviously, about you guys this season. Just quickly, by the way, do you want to quickly shout out this new channel that you have, Man United based?
I will, only because thanks for accepting me in, because I can only stick around for about 15 minutes before I need to go to work. It's currently 6:30 in the morning over here. So yeah, man, if anybody is watching this, nice to meet you. My name's Anthony. I've got a channel on YouTube called Inter Worldwide where I talk about Internazionale Milano. I'm Italian. Built a very small English-speaking community over there, but I'm also a Manchester United fan since I was 4 years old, since 1997 here in Sydney as well. That's what happens when you've only got access to the Premier League and you get your first jersey at 4 and it's a Manchester United one. But I've started a new channel called Devils Down Under and I'm building a community there and I'm looking forward to collaborating with Josh and a few others a lot more. So if you want to grant me that grace and blessing, by all means. And if you hate Manchester United, even better. What else do you see? More Man United fans sucking, bro. It's oxygen. We keep our blessings. We keep counting our blessings, bro.
Actually, what you said is right. To love football first, you have to hate Manchester United or love Manchester United. There's no choice.
Fair play, bro. Fair play. But it's gonna be a cracker. It's gonna be a cracker tomorrow, man. I think it's kickoff. Is it like 24 hours from now? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'll be on my way to work listening to it.
I mean, Anthony, look, coming into this game, obviously with Almiron, new manager, we're just talking about the last time Arteta faced Almiron, of course, he's at Sporting, and Almiron beat Arteta, over the 2 legs. I know it's a different team, completely different team compared to Man United, but, what's obviously, just quickly, your initial thoughts on this appointment? Firstly, obviously, Ten Hag being sacked and getting in Almiron. I mean, because I was asking, the other guys on the panel, and they say it came to a surprise for Man United fans that they'll get someone as good as Almiron compared to other managers you think to. But what's your original thoughts on Ruben Almiron, man, coming in?
So I guess the initial thoughts are it can't get any worse when someone like Ten Hag is leaving. And it's not necessarily a personal crux to Erik Ten Hag. It's just a fact that when you see a manager lose a dressing room, no matter who it is, the reading rights have been done. They have to leave because you've lost multiple men at the time and you can't regroup like that. So when Ruben comes in, he comes in with a very specific aura. It's almost like he's nitpicking certain things from different managers from the past and trying to bring it together as a collective, as a motivational collective. We're very happy with obviously the style of play. We're very happy with the fact that he's put a rocket up everybody's ass and ego a little bit. And what I want to see more from Ruben is just the follow through. You have to start ruthless and you have to consistently stay ruthless. With our previous manager, he comes in with chess saying he's got a certain style of play and in X and XYZ months will be playing this brand of football, goes out, buys a whole bunch of players suited to that brand of football and then says they're not good enough to play my brand of football. That can't happen again. You can't relinquish responsibility and accountability like that shit. That's just not the way it works in an elite level. So Ruben is going to be ruthless. I know it's all smiles and hugs now, but when the mistakes start, and they will start, you know, and they're probably going to start big time tomorrow. We could be forgiven for Ipswich, first game. You're forgiven for making a couple of mistakes against Bordeaux Glint because you collect the 3 points. Everton is a whitewash because it's your Premier League debut at Old Trafford. Even David Moyes swept Swansea by 4 goals, if I'm not mistaken. This game tomorrow is where the exposure starts. This game tomorrow is where I will see men against boys, men being Arteta's boys, and Man United, you know, men being Arteta's men, the boys being us. These Manchester United players are still playing with a mental hangover from not only one, but multiple managers. And it collectively is their fault. I don't want this to be a managerial bashing here. These players need to take accountability for underperforming under multiple regimes. They are a variable, whether they want to admit it or not. So you've got another chance here, lads. You've got a manager who, yeah, he might be all smiles now, but, you know, this guy looked up to the Mourinhos, the Fergusons of the world, the Lippies of the world. This guy's going to take no prisoners once the going gets tough. The tough will get going, and I mean going out the door in multiple transfer markets. I'm just happy with the culture Ruben has established. I know it was harsh getting Ruud van Nistelrooy out the door, but if you really want to sell the message properly that this is my time, this is my time, this is my crew, get with it or get left behind. And with a club like Man United that is suffering, that is struggling, that is suffocating, get with it or fucking get left behind, man. That's all I've got to say.
Yo, absolute spot on, man. You know, coming into this game as well, Emirates Stadium, like the last time you guys beat us at Emirates, by the way, was all the way back in 2017. We've got a very, very good record against you guys when you guys come to Emirates. So, you know, that's what I'm
2017
into this game. Yeah, 2017, bro. And you've done us 3-1. I think that's when you had, you know, Jesse Lingard and, you know, them man there.
I can remember that game. I can remember that.
Famous last steps, man. Dancing on the Emirates, and we haven't danced since. Well done.
Yeah, and that was actually moonwalking and everything, guys, in that game. But yeah, I mean, since then it's been obviously like last season was a mad game at Emirates. You know, you guys took the lead from Rashford. Then we got that equaliser, and then it was, you know, Tools, Yang, and Garnacho had that offside goal, which, you know, you guys could have won the game 2-1. But then we got Declan Rice arrived, and then Jesus got the third one. So it was a pretty weird game last season. But, you know, obviously, what you sort of, you know, I know you mentioned it with Amarin already coming in, but what are you expecting in this game, Anthony? You know, coming to the Emirates, we've picked up our form massively. You know, 3 games in a row now. I'm sure you saw what we did to Sporting Lisbon in Champions League away from home. Destroyed them 5-1. We scored 5 against West Ham. We battered Nottingham Forest, a very good Nottingham Forest side. So we're coming to this game firing in form. So, you know, what are you expecting coming to the Emirates, man?
I'm expecting our toughest match of the season so far. I'm expecting our press to play a more conservative approach. You know, you're not going to really see whoever's playing in Diallo's position lose his backup man twice in order to press the front line. Everton was easy pickings, man. It was easy money. But with you guys, it's going to be different gravy, bro. I expect a lot of your players to step up and nullify Ruben's initial tactics. Otherwise, what's Arteta been doing all week? You know, I am one of those non-Arsenal fans that does believe Mikel Arteta has done quite a good job at your club, and I believe that he deserves the time and the patience, but also I understand where we're at in football, man. And if I was an Arsenal fan, I'd probably be talking differently now. I'm speaking from an outside point of view. I get the frustration. I get the idea that he should have been able to get himself over the line to a major trophy. If not last season, he should be doing better this season, because the idea of you guys not collecting the Premier League this season and someone other than City winning it, let's not even talk about that at the moment, because that would not go down well with your club whatsoever. I think Arteta knows that 3 points here get him back in that argument of, oh, we're here. I don't care about Slot. I don't care about Liverpool. I'm still here. And that's why you guys need the points. I said it, I put up a match preview myself only about half hour ago, and I said both managers need 3 points like oxygen for completely different reasons. And I do think Arteta's reasoning holds slightly more value and worth in this fixture. Amorim will sleep very well the night before this game, knowing too well that it is not expected of me to go there and win. And I think he will use that to galvanize himself a little bit and put himself in this game well. But I see the game being a struggle for our men on the ball. I see Bruno Fernandes playing a whole bunch of wayward passes that don't need to be played because he won't have that level of time and space that he did against Everton and Bodo. I see a couple of our forwards missing some chances that they probably should take because they know that they're not going to get as many chances in this match versus other sides. I like the idea that we're rotating the likes of Xerxes and Højlund because it shows me that both of them are getting a chance under this manager and none of them are going to be sacrificed too early because I do like them both. But in terms of the game itself, I see Arsenal dominating possession. I see Odegaard, Jorginho, and Fried Rice having a very protected midfield and, nothing too risky as well. Patience from Arteta. And picking your moments because you will have many more moments than we do. If you guys can convert your chances tomorrow, you will win this game 2-1, 2-0, or 3-1. If you don't take your chances tomorrow, we might be able to stab you slightly. We might be able to walk away with something here. Now, I'm not saying that we'd walk away with something undeserved. I'm saying that even though the hype and the excitement is back at Manchester United, I know the vibes are positive, but let's be realistic. Let's not make the same mistake that so many of our fans and so many of our lovely content creators make every single time there's a change in this club and basically put the foot down and say we're back to glory days. We're nowhere near anything yet. We have done jack shit and we are coming up against a side at their home ground that were just as good as last year's champions. So if you guys play your brand of football, you guys take your chances, you will probably beat Manchester United and Ruben Amorim tomorrow. However, I bet you really would have loved to face Erik ten Hag instead, my bro.
For sure, man. For sure. I'm not going to lie, for sure. I mean, listen, look, Amorim, I'm only going with what I've seen of Sporting with him. Obviously, he sort of think got a lot to prove in Premier League side of things, managing such a, you guys are one of the biggest clubs in England, man. It's and we've seen what you guys have been going through these many years now, really. Different managers, in a complete mess over the past couple of years in terms of the standards, in terms of the level that Man United dropped off from is crazy as well. So listen, I'm only going off what I've seen with Amorim and what he's doing at Sporting. I was really impressed with. And obviously what you just said right now, he's came in, put a rocket up some of these players' arse. I've noticed that. I know it's early stages. I know you guys are playing Everton, and with all due respect to them, it's Everton 4-0, great win. But I'm seeing players improving as a new manager coming in would do that for them. People talk about this new manager bounce when managers come in. I feel like that's happened to a few of your players. I've noticed, the likes of Rashford's, getting a few goals recently. Obviously, the striker situation with Højlund scoring in Europa League, then Xerxes scoring against Everton. The likes of Fernandes playing a bit more better. Mazwari, I've been really impressed with this season in particular, really, even with Ten Hag. I think he's been exceptional for you guys. So, listen, I would have loved for it to be Ten Hag because we know what happens when we've seen it over the recent years when Arteta faces Ten Hag. We always get the better out of you guys, but I feel like Arteta is going to be looking at that, sort of going back to a few years ago as well, bro, because Amorim beat him a few years ago. I feel like he ain't going to accept that again, to be honest. So, yeah. As you rightly said, though, man, if we're wasteful, with our chances, if we're wasteful against you guys, you can maybe nick something, bro. And it was kind of, even it's like that last season with Ten Hag, because the game was, you took the lead from Rashford. Obviously, we got that equaliser, but again, we was really wasteful, and then you almost, got the winner towards the end. That was with playing under Ten Hag, by the way. So,
yep.
I feel like it could be similar if we're not on it, but we've been playing some great football, man. And I don't know what's happened to us after international break, but these past 3 games, we're just looking like the team that we saw Arsenal from last season in terms of, playing this free-flowing football, which we've been missing all season, bro. So Lome,
Just before I go, bro, I wanted to say, like, this match between our two clubs is the closest thing to a derby without the locality involved, man. This is a proper rivalry. This is a rivalry that stretches back generations. It's a rivalry that came into effect at a very sensitive time for people's visual stimuli because transition to digital media around about the time of the late 80s, early 90s, mid 90s, early 2000s. You'll never see a transition into media again that is so significant unless you take into account the modern era of social media. You know, that era back then was so significant because that was where the Premier League started to become the colossus that it is. It started to be streamlined all around the world. You know, it came 26,000 kilometers to Australia, and you know, you've got Italians like me getting a Manchester United jersey as their first jersey. This is, and when it started to get onto the map in the whole world, Arsenal and Manchester United was the Classico of the world. Yeah, it's in different cities, but no one is going to sit here and deny that Manchester United and Arsenal had the world watching it on the edge of their seat for a decade / more. And that's why we feel it. And that's why just like we're in Italy, when Inter plays Milan and one team has won 10 derbies in a row and, you know, one team's going for the league and the other one's going for top 4, or Inter Juventus or Juventus Milan, there's no such thing as form. It all goes out the window, and it's anybody's takings, it's anybody's pickings for 90 minutes. And that's the way I feel for this game, bro.
Bro, 100%, man. You know, there's been 100% when Man United and Arsenal play against, you know, we're ultimately two of the biggest clubs in England anyway. You know, us, Liverpool, and, you know, we're the top 3 in England. So it's 100% that rivalry about it as well. I remember the days where obviously I wasn't alive, but when I watched back the history, I remember the days of Martin Keown, you know, the whole throat grab, you know, like we've had obviously the 8-2s as well. Like I've still not got over that in 2012. That was one of Arsene Wenger's worst ever games. When Old Trafford done us 8-2, I still not got over that, people, you know, and that was horrific. But, you know, there's been some growing up as well. It's like, you know, more recent times, if you go back to 2016, when we had like Alexis and Ozil, we beat you 3-0 at Emirates, yeah? And, you know, Alexis Ozil completely, we 3-0 inside the first 20 minutes. Like, we dominated you, man. So it's always been that massive game. I think, obviously, when you look at it in terms of like rivalries, Arsenal and Tottenham, I think is a big North London derby there because, as you said, it's local as well. But just behind that, for me, it's got to be this game in terms of one of the biggest games in Premier League when Arsenal and Man United come. And plus, years ago, we was the main two, Sir Alex and Wenger as well, we're the main two clubs challenging as well for league titles. So it's always got that big feel about it, man. And it's always that rivalry for sure, even though, as you said, it's not localised, Anthony. But listen, my guy, let's get a quick prediction before you have to go, my friend.
Bro, once again, thanks for having me on say. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to hog the microphone from your awesome crew here, but I promise next time we get together, I won't just jump in and dip out for work. I'm a very realistic person. I don't anti-jinx for fun, so I'm going to go 2-1 for you guys, but I don't think Amorim walks away feeling disgusted. He hates to lose. If we get a draw out of this game, I think that we'll galvanize on in the next few fixtures. A loss will hurt. I just think we're biting off a little bit more than we can chew so early into this manager's reign, only because Ipswich, Bodo, Everton at home. Yeah? You're playing schoolyard basketball and then being asked to go and play with the big boys in the next game. You're going 3 weight classes. You're boxing above 3 weight classes now. So prove me wrong, Ruben. Go fight with the big boys. But for me, we're boxing 1 weight class, 2 weight classes above in this fixture. I'll still walk away positive unless we absolutely get slapped. But Josh, great to see you, bro. Great to meet you, crew, and I really hope to see you guys again.
Anthony, thank you so much, bro. Like, really, really appreciate, you know,
Anthony,
it's really early
Anthony, before you go,
get ready for
brother.
the day. So thank you so much for coming on, man.
Anthony,
thank you so much for your time. And
Anthony, before you go,
we'll definitely have to collab again soon, bro. 100%.
Absolutely. Yes, brother. What can I do for you?
Anthony, do you think Amorim is going to win the first trophy before Arteta?
Who does Man United play in the Carabao Cup fixtures? Let's have a look. Arsenal plays Palace in the quarterfinals. Oh, fuck, we've got Spurs.
We can beat Spurs.
Look, if we're taking the EFL Cup out of the situation, because I don't know if you can really count that, I don't know, bro. I'm gonna play devil's advocate and just be a smart ass and say yes, Ruben Amorim will win the Premier League before Arteta does. All right. See you guys.
What a legend, man. What a legend. Listen, guys, Anthony, you guys may recognize him. He came on my channel when we did, he's Italian, he's Inter as well. He's English clubs Man United because obviously, you know, as you mentioned right there, that's who he chose, you know, that's the first shirt he got. So fair play to him, man. Listen, his link will be in the description after this, guys. We'll be doing some more content with him because he's obviously Premier League as well as where he does his Serie A for Inter. But let's get some predictions going, guys. I'm going 3-0 Arsenal now. I'm going 3-0 Arsenal. Come on.
3-0 Arsenal. I honestly, I don't think that one will happen. 3-0. To be honest, I don't see it happen. No matter how weak or big boys you are, the way Anthony placed it, but honestly, 3-0 is going to be impossible. I don't see it happening. I just don't see it happening 3-0. It will be the way we have just said. It's a big game, and these are rivals. Let me tell you, in Kenya right now, this is one of the games that people are looking forward into tomorrow. Actually, tomorrow in Kenya, it will end around past midnight. It will be around 1 p.m. And people are waiting for this. This thing might force some people not to go to work on Thursday. So,
wow, massive game over there as well, right?
It's a massive game.
Yeah.
Carl, what's because I know you have to get going, my friend, and do your preview. What's your score prediction, bro, for the game?
Yeah, I'm going to go for an Arsenal win of 2-1. I know it's a big game among fans as well. It depends on how United starts the first 30 minutes. Because if you look at how we started the first 30 minutes against Ipswich, against Bordeaux, and against Everton, it wasn't like we're starting the first 30 minutes like we're going to win those matches. We're lucky to get those results because those teams played poor. And if we start poorly against Arsenal, like we started in the last 3 games in the first 30 minutes, Arsenal can dominate us. If we don't start with concentration, I see Arsenal winning 2-1 here, to be honest.
2-1 to Arsenal. Okay, no, you're being real. I think Anthony went 2-1 as well to Arsenal. So, yeah, Carl, bro, thank you for coming on, my guy. Do you want to shout your channel where people can find you as well, bro?
Yeah, my channel. Yeah, I'll shout out. My channel is Football Overseas. You can find me on Instagram at _F4YT2019 _. Yeah, I'm from Kenya. And
hey, you're both from Kenya?
Yeah.
John, you're from Kenya as well, right?
Actually, we haven't met that here. We need to talk, right? I will inbox you.
My Kenyan brothers, come on the same stream. Love it, bro. Love it. Come on.
Yeah. And I'm hoping for a win tomorrow to humble Arsenal fans.
It will be good. Let me be honest. My boss is an Arsenal fan, so I might well not go to work on Thursday.
It's okay. Your boss will be crying on Thursday morning when you beat us. I have to leave.
Carl, thank you so much, bro. And I have to get you on again very soon as well. We have to do some shows together, yeah?
Yeah.
Big up, bro. Take care, man. See you soon.
See you soon.
So, John, talk to me,
yes.
bro.
How are you?
Prediction. How's the game going to go for you?
Yeah, this game is interesting, to be honest. It's more of a 50. Ideally, it's more of a 50-50 game if you look it in different angles. Because it's a must-win. Actually, I've done a video about it. A must-win for both teams. Based on point position, it's a must-win. Arsenal need to win to keep up in the title race. Manchester United also want to win to make sure they are in the ranks. They are not left far behind, because our lose for us will drop us to page 2 on the Premier League table. A win for us will keep us in page 1. And that is what I want. So I'm looking forward into this. it's more of a 50-50 game. I cannot say it's going to be easy, but it's not going to be easy. It's not, especially us and especially Arsenal. Arsenal, they are coming into this game with a mentality of a must win for them, and that they're coming to beat Manchester. They want to beat Manchester United, and Manchester United are also not going to let it be easy. I know we are going as an underdogs, but honestly, we still have a chance.
So what score are you gonna say then for the game, bro?
I think a draw will be realistic for both team. I go with the draw. I don't see a lot of goals happening into this.
Okay, fair enough, bro. Fair enough, John. Look, it's gonna be a very good game as always. Very cagey game, I think, as it always is when we play against you guys. I'm still confident though, man. I feel like I'm saying 3-0, yeah, because I feel like it's gonna be one of those games where we don't even play that well, but we just take our chances, you know. We hit you on the run of play. I think you guys have chances against us as well. But I reckon it'd be one of those games. Maybe we score from a set piece, and then we score 2 goals later on to the game. I feel like we'll take the lead early on, maybe from a set piece, and then the game will go on. It'll be 1-0. You'll be pushing to get an equaliser, and then we hit you and then we get the second and the third. I feel like that's the type of game, really.
I actually did a video. I've just done a video about it right now. I have just said it on my video that the only way Arsenal are going to beat us, if this is a highline method where we try to play a highline defense, Arsenal are good in a counter-attack and they can't hit us on a counter-attack, which is dangerous. So ideally, we don't press. Just leave Arsenal to play their game, possess the game, because Arsenal can break us in the midfield, but they will never break us in the wing. They have good midfielders to break our defense. They can do it. But Manchester United have good wingers to break their defense. That is how tactical this one is going to play. Arsenal are very strong in the midfield, but Manchester United are very strong on the wing attack. So if Arsenal are not a high line and they possess too much, we hit them on a counter attack, it will be it. That one is how this game will be won. It's going to be a midfield brilliances now. That is where I see this one happen. Midfield brilliances.
Yeah, that's 100%. I feel like the back three you play as well, and your winners, like your wing backs as well with Dalot and Diallo. They're going to be pushing forward a lot, but at the same time, we have that pace with Martinelli and Saka in behind. So I feel like we can use them really well against you guys when you play this type of way. But as you said, I mean, if you press us, which you said that you shouldn't be doing, then we should rip you apart, bro. If you let us have the ball and play our game and control the game, then and you sort of sit off a little bit, which you're most likely going to do. If we're poor in the final third, if we're poor in terms of breaking you down in the end product, then and if you guys are going to be defensively really well, and if Onana's on his game, if your defenders are on their game like they've been this season, then this is where you can get a little bit of a draw. You maybe nick it or get a draw out of it, this type of game. But if we're on it, and we have been on it, bro, these past 3 games, the 5 goals against Sporting, the 5 goals against West Ham, beating Forest 3-0 comfortably. If we're on it like we've been playing recently, we get the goal 2-3. That's what I think it's going to feel like for me.
If Arsenal get the first goal, I think it will be a lot of goals will be poured out there. But if Manchester United get a first goal, it's going to be really hard. It's going to be a big test if we get the first goal. But first goal will determine. Also, first goal can determine this game. If Arsenal gets it, it's going to be hard on Manchester United, especially with Arsenal form currently. After international break, they have been good, really, really good. The real Arsenal we know. If we could meet Arsenal before international break, I could be sure of winning this. But after this international break, Arsenal are really good, and they look completely different team. I hope that red card will not destroy this game. Hopefully, there will be no red card, because always sometimes beautiful games like this, red cards also always and everything can change the tempo of the game and everything. And I hope red card will not come out to change the dynamic of the game. I'm expecting a free flow game, very quick pace, speed, 50-50, no waste of time. So it's going to be a great game. I expect a lot to see tomorrow.
It's going to be really interesting, man. See what happens, John, my guy. Listen, I know what you said earlier, bro. Amarin to win the Premier League before Arteta. I don't think so. I honestly don't think that's going to happen, bro.
That one doesn't count. You see, that one cannot count. Arsenal, I think if we were to measure the capability of this team, this is the best game to measure their capability and tactical brilliances, because Arteta, Sporting is a different team from Manchester United, totally different, and with different type of players. So this is the real test. This is, let's say, Mayor can play this. This is the first time Amorim is meeting Arteta, because imagine I watched that game. There were some lucky goals. There was one scored in the midfield. From the midfield, you can remember. Is it a second goal? There were those of us silly goals that mistake happens a goal. But tactically, I think this one is be a 50-50 tactical game where both teams have to be really, really good.
I agree with you for sure, man. Listen, John, it's been a pleasure. Thanks for coming on the channel again today. Please just shout your channel and the content where people can find you and what content you're coming up as well, bro.
I think today you have placed my channel on the description. Is Football with John Montez. We do football content. We try to fans reaction on the Premier League prediction views like this, what you have done right now. So we just try to build a small community around here. So if you're watching, make sure you go there, check your description. I've seen it in your description. Smash a like on the video. Don't forget to subscribe there. Don't forget to support Josh. We are targeting how many? 10,000 by the end of the year. Almost. Yeah. So the people, don't forget to subscribe on this channel. It's really, really friendly, and we enjoy the content. Thank you, Josh.
No, thank you. Thank you for your time. Thank you for coming on. It's going to be a very interesting game, and hopefully we can talk after the game, John, as well, to find out.
Actually, we should do this after the game. I will contact you.
For sure, man. For sure.
Yeah, we should do it after the game, then see how we place it.
We'll get it done for sure, man. We'll get it done for sure. So yeah, listen, may the best team win for tomorrow. Bad luck for tomorrow, of course. Thank you so much for your time. Thanks to Anthony who came on. Thanks to my brother Carl as well from Football Overseas who came on. You know, great guys over there as well. All the links will be in the description, guys, as well as the title where you can find all the channels. Make sure you go over there and you subscribe. We'll be back tomorrow, people. I'll be live 3 times tomorrow as always. So the game's 8:15. So we're gonna do, say, 6 o'clock. We're gonna do the match day build-up show. Then 7 o'clock will be, or 7:15 will be the live watch along. Then it's gonna be the match review, and you know, as always, guys, 3 shows coming tomorrow. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Come on, you guys, big game, and we're getting out of here. Take care, everyone. Enjoy your show.